Hey, what's up, Ghetto Fam? Ghetto Fam Gaming here. I have a ton of eBay and whatnot snipes here, including this giant monstrosity right here. We will dive into this stuff here, guys. We'll start with J&S Games. Then we'll move through all the various sellers. And I bought this. You guys didn't have to. This is what I suspect to be a fake game. And then my suspicion is probably pretty close to being right, as it says plastic toy card on the wrapper. And when I go back to check on the seller, he no longer exists. So I'll be getting a refund on this. But we're going to pop it and check it just to make sure. Anyway, stay tuned. Lock in. We're going to jump into this and see all this amazing video game madness I got myself into this time. Alright, here we go, guys. Got the knife here. J&S Games. This is the next 3 boxes in a row here. So let's see what kind of awesomeness we got. Over from J&S Games. Alright. Oh yeah, this is some pretty styling stuff right here. So this is a pretty good one, guys. I'm actually pretty happy they sent me this cool little display. We'll pop these on a later video. Alright. I got a bunch of these pins to see if we can chase this golden Mario. So we got these here. And I got all these awesome limited run booster packs. There should be 10 of them in here. So we're going to open all these on here and check out what kind of cool stuff we have inside. And we'll also open these and hope we hit the golden Mario there. Pretty cool. Thanks, J&S. All right, let's jump in this next box. All right, we're starting to step it up here. We got a little bit of a bigger box. This box is also from J&S Games. Thanks, Jim and Sarah. You guys always send stuff to me super fast. And I really do appreciate it. All right, we got some dreaded peanuts in here, but we're going to go with it this time. All right, guys, we're going to go with it and see what we get going on in here. So here we go. Dreaded peanuts. Let's jump in and see what we got. All right, first one out of here. Win number 8 of the night. So that's cell number 8. Beginning of the show. Taz for the Game Gear. Pretty awesome. Scored some Taz. This is over on the retro game night again over at J&S Games. Got some Batman for the Game Gear. Pretty freaking sweet. All right. Win number 10. I was on a hot streak during this. I'm all after these Game Gear games right now. So another Game Gear game. The Power Rangers. All right. Next one here is boxing. Evander Holyfield. Pretty freaking sweet. And win number 6. Another Game Gear game for me. Check this out. Sega Game Gear. Pretty sweet and awesome. The Olympics Gold. Alright, let's keep going. Next one up. Win number 8. Check this out. We got ourselves Ready to Rumble. Is missing the battery pack, but I've already found a bunch of OEM of these, like 10 or 15. I think it was like 10 or 15. I can't remember. On eBay, I already ordered them, so I'll have some replacement batteries for the ones that are missing. So I'm pretty happy about that. All right, another one. Win number 58. We got up into cell 58 over on J&S Games. We got Sims busting out for the Game Boy Advance. All right, another one in here. Cell number 62. All right, another Game Boy Advance game, Pac-Man collection. So we got some Pac-Man collection. All right, win number 5. Check it out. We got the Beach Surfer dude. So pretty cool. Have that on the Genesis. They didn't have that one. All right, we got this RAM disc. This is one of the things I was hunting. And I finally got it. The RAM cartridge. Check that out. Pretty freaking dope, huh? So we scored that. All right. And we got ourselves Ren and Stimpy for the Game Boy, for the Game Gear. All right, another one up here. What do we got? Oh yeah, Pro BMX 2 for the GBA. Another win. And this one is a SpongeBob one. So I'm going to have to do some a little bit of delicate work to get that off of there without ripping it. So we'll get that off there, no problem. All right, next one up here. Win number 81 out of the game there. All right, we got some Dragon Ball Z for the Game Boy Advance. Got ourselves a Game Genie. Check this out. Pretty freaking nice condition for the Game Gear. All right. Then, this big guy here. Let's see if we can get this out of here without spilling this everywhere. And it looks like that's everything for that one. And we got this Nintendo dance mat. It's pretty fly. Super great condition. So that's pretty neat, right? Check it out. So we got that. Got the dance mat, and that's out of this box, all of it. So let me jump into the next JNS and final JNS box for us. All right, Ghetto Fan, the last and final JNS box. Here we go. Check this out and see what we got in here. I think this will be some more of the retro night stuff, maybe, but we'll see. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, yeah, sure is some more retro night stuff here. So pretty cool stuff in here, so let's check it out. Another game. We got Charlie the Chocolate Factory for Game Boy Advance, one that we needed. We also got ourselves, oh yeah, check it out. Woohoo! Now I have 2 of those, awesome. All right, win number 64. And this one is so small. Oh, Land Before Time. I actually like that movie. It's a pretty fun little movie. And we got ourselves another Game Genie for the Game Gear guys. And I got this crazy one. Check this thing out. I had to have it. This thing is freaking amazing. This Quick Shot giant freaking like mouse thing. Look at this thing, dude, from Quick Shot. Not sure it's just a foot pedal or whatever. But I had to have it, man. It says here auto fire or off. So it's basically a giant controller ball. Check this thing out. Isn't that cool? I had to have it. It was red. I had no choice. We had to get that. All right, so that's it for the JNS boxes, guys. We are going to jump into the smaller stuff now and that giant long eBay one. So we'll try to go as fast as we can because we're already at 7 minutes. All right, guys, we're back. This is from John Boyle from Wakefield, Rhode Island. I have no idea who this is or what it is in here. So if they put a packing slip, I'll definitely plug the whatnot seller. So let's get going. There's a bunch of stuff. I don't think I'm going to remember on this one. Looks like a bunch of little packages. Let me get all these little packages out of here and we'll get into it. All right, we got a packing slip. I'll be able to tell you guys the whatnot seller. All right, so we got all those out of there. And this is from, let's see here. This one is from JPB 27 of Whatnot. JPB 27 on Whatnot. So we got a few things in here from him. Looks like we got some cards falling out of here. All right, look at that. We got some Pokemon cards. Enzo will be stoked to have those. So he definitely likes the Pokemon. Got a cool little Mario Robber card. Check that. I need that. That's actually pretty sweet. All right, guys. First thing out of the gate here. I think this is a Wheel Spins, actually. I think these are from Wheel Spins. I can't remember, though. Let me see. Yep, it is. Fatal Fame 3, The Torment. Check that bad boy out. Pretty freaking nice, huh? For the PS2, we got that. We picked up this loose copy of Nickelodeon United. Yeah, these are all from Wheel Spins from this guy's channel over there. I get bored sometimes waiting for guys to get on, so I'll jump in the Wheel Spins. All right, got Blaster Master, the Double Tomb Raider. I totally remember this now, so pretty freaking awesome. And you know me, keep on spinning. Alright, these next ones up here, guys. We got Fairly Odd Parents Breaking the Rules. And we got the Super Mario Maker. So that's pretty nice. And it looks like we have some more stuff in here. Alright, we do. We got a Metroid for GBA. That was another good Wheel Spin hit. Got ourselves the Pinball Pokemon. Pretty cool. And Wave Racer. Another one I needed for the N64. So I was happy to hit that on the Wheel Spin. Looks like that's all the Wheel Spin stuff. And we'll get the other box, get this cleaned up a little bit, and be right back. Alright, guys. We're down to the last 5 here. Let's start with purple. This comes from Dominic Salos. Dominic Salos. Alright, at least that wasn't like kryptonite strong. Alright, here we go. We got Poker. Paul's Poker Face for the Game Gear. We got another Game Gear in here. Riddick Bowe Boxing. One of the ones I had kind of had a hard time finding that one. Alright, next up we got ourselves Choplifter 3. Pretty nice. And we got ourselves some Leaderboard Golf. So that's pretty cool. Alright, next one up here. No pack and slip on that one, guys, so I have no idea who it's from, so I won't be able to, you know, tag them in here or anything. Alright, next one out of here is the one I think is fake. This is the one I think is fake from eBay. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Looks a little too clean to me. You definitely have to pop this open and take a look at it. So, but there's StarCraft 64. I got it for like nothing, but it just doesn't look right at all. Let me grab another cart. Hold on. Here, I'm going to take out this wrapper. I got this other, that Wave Racer game. Yeah, right off the bat, I don't see that little, there's usually that little dention, a little thing in here. See that little, whatever that is missing? The text is totally kind of off. You know, but some of these are different. The color's kind of off. Yes, this is definitely not legit, I don't think, man. The board's like way too new. Best way, I'll have to take it apart and check it out. So I'll definitely post on here if it's fake or not. But all right, let's jump into these other things here. We got 3 more left. 3 more left, guys. 3 more left. All right, so here we go. All right, this one's from Dennis Fields from Durham, North Carolina. Again, no packing slip that I can see yet, so we won't be able to plug them, unfortunately. Yeah, this is a long one, guys. This is definitely a long video. All right, we're in there. Man, they just freaking crazy time wrap this thing up, dude. Like, this part's like taped to this piece of cardboard right here. Oh, there is a packing slip. All right, let's see. Oh, this is an eBay vendor. An eBay vendor. Yeah, it doesn't list their eBay name on here, though. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, let's keep going. Appreciate the extra effort on making sure this disc was safe. And that is the reason why. Defenders of Oasis. A little bit of a kind of a grail for this system. But that's all it's in that one. All right, next one is a no name. They blocked their name out with marker, so we won't be able to know who this is from unless there's a packing slip, which I don't see a packing slip. No packing slip, can't plug you, unfortunately. All right, guys. Oh, this is sick, yeah. Actually, I bought this one. Arrow's Wing, check it out. Arrow Wings, I love this game. It's freaking super fun, so definitely can't wait to check this out. And we are down to one last freaking thing left here. All right, we got a triple wrapper. Triple wrapper. And I already know what this is going to be. I think this is going to be the power adapter that we ordered for. This is a power adapter, guys, for the CD32, a more modernized one. But it is late and will not be here today, and it will arrive tomorrow. So that sums it up, man. I'm not going to go through the whole recap like we normally do because we're already at 13 minutes. But I'll show you what kind of stuff we got. We got all this amazing stuff over here. More games and stuff. The floor is just completely annihilated now, and my OCD is going freaking nuts. Oh, we forgot to do the big one. Uh-oh, we forgot to do the big one, you guys. So give me a second here, and I'll move this stuff out of the way, and we'll do this big one. All right, guys, the last and final one now is this big giant behemoth. So let me cut into here. Hopefully this isn't going to be a big, huge pain in the ass. All right, so far it's becoming that. All right, we're through it. Oh, you're going to be able to see what it is. You're going to be able to see what it is. Probably say, Gelfinger, why the hell did you order that? Well, Buddy on whatnot need it, and the one I have in the closet isn't in the greatest shape, right? So he was looking for this because he got the games and he really wanted it. So I told him to message me and I'd take care of him. So I got the Tony Hawk skateboard, new in box form. Box is totally beat to hell, but he plans on opening this and riding this in his living room. So pretty cool. That's it, guys. It's over. Happy gaming to you guys. Hope you guys have a good night tonight on this Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll have an Amiga unboxing tomorrow for you guys. Something amazing. Anyway, happy gaming to you, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me again. See you later, Gato fam.